Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Selective Ignorance, a very special episode because, baby, we are talking about the 2025 year-end wrap-up, the year that the hot Cheeto entered office, the year that AI took over, and, of course, the #1 hip-hop artist in the world this year was Diddy. Can you believe it? That's right. Everybody was talking about Diddy this year. For all of the wrong things, we're getting into the documentary. We're getting into the trial. We're getting into the first 100 days of our new president, even though a lot of us don't want to consider him our president. He is Project 2025. Was it a spoof? Not really. We may actually be going through those pages, and we're going to talk about that along with Kendrick at the Super Bowl, amongst other things. Welcome, y'all. I am not joined by my super producers today. Instead, I am joined by some very special friends and some opinionated, personalities.
There you go.
We have my guy, Jason Lee, a.k.a. Ja, a.k.a. not Hollywood Unlocked Jason Lee.
Except no substitutes.
Period. We are also joined by someone you may very well know. The other gentleman, I'm saving the best for last, which is the woman, which is different, but we do things differently over here. I have Deante Kyle from the Grits and Eggs podcast. And listen, he is in everyone's algorithm, on everyone's timeline.
Saying up your shit without saying this nigga face.
Literally. I don't know what type of things he got over with Zuckerberg and Facebook, but that algorithm is picking him up, okay? And then we have my girl, JoJo Alonzo. Y'all may hear her on the BATL or Broken Place show over on Black Effect. So we here, hold on, let's go ahead and sorry, we're not changing cups. No, what is this? I don't know what.
Nigga gave your ass a McCum.
This look white as hell. I'm upset. This is not.
All coleslaw menus.
Yeah, today just not your day.
Go get that tequila. Go. Like, I'm not even touching it. No, ain't no woosah. I done did my intro. They gonna see me. No, yeah, go ahead. Y'all, we are getting tequila today, so by the second hour or by the second episode of this show, y'all are gonna get true form Mandii and maybe true form Ja, JoJo, and Deante.
Believe that.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited. We're gonna talk 2025.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know, I guess real quick, how did everyone enjoy their 2025? Was this a year to enjoy?
My nigga, the best year of my life.
Okay.
Of my life. You hear me?
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
That's good.
My shit turned the fuck up. What? Yeah.
No, that's a beautiful thing, man. And like, congratulations to you, for real, bro.
Thank
you deserve that. We see you working hard out here.
Absolutely.
I woke up with a spirit of gratitude this morning. I just feel like I'm happy to be here with y'all.
Yeah.
Doing this. I'm happy that we all healthy and we still here doing what we love to do. Like that.
Me too.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to switch it because I woke up in a good mood this morning.
Yeah. It's going better. It's going better.
It's not a bad day. It's just a bad moment.
It's funny because the audience, like, they all know, even like when I'm on tour, like, and we do meet and greets, they be like, bitch, we on time. When we was doing our book stops.
Oh, they know.
No. They know, like, the probably worst thing with me is timing. Mind you, I just talked about on my bonus episode, I also am in this phase of realizing I might be neurodivergent. So there's a lot of like.
Let's let a doctor do.
No.
Wait, hold on.
Wait. We can't.
You say you might be what?
Neurodivergent.
Which is.
You know how, like, to me, I think in the last 5 years we done introduced a whole lot of new words.
Basically calling ourselves autistic. She just basically saying she autistic.
Okay, no. I don't think I'm that far on the spectrum of
but
autism.
Spectrum.
I'm somewhere on it.
I feel like I am too.
See, I think all of us.
It's a spectrum.
It's an autistic spectrum.
It's a spectrum. There's levels.
It is.
Is it?
My son is on the spectrum.
Neurodivergent is autism.
That's the implied,
Oh.
you know what I'm saying, thing is that.
Well, yeah, that's
like,
what it's.
because it's a spectrum, they say neurodivergent, so it's
Okay.
neurodivergent, neurotypical, so they don't make people feel like.
Right.
Because people there's a stigma behind autism. So.
Yeah.
I want us to normalize that.
Yeah,
On me.
too. And we seeing it a lot more lately.
No, a whole lot. Like, I mean, our president is, like, we
Our
got
president is what?
neurodivergent.
Oh, that nigga's old and white.
No, he's just old and white.
And racist.
And racist.
Racist, dementia. That
Narcissist. But I know that N word we gotta they want us to stop using. So we can't label people narcissists.
But when it's a very apparent narcissist. You know,
It is what it is.
Can use
That's,
it,
but that's the thing about words, right? In 2025, I feel like that was the thing. Like people taking words and like bastardizing them to the point where people think that they don't mean nothing. No, like
Even that,
specific words-
are we allowed to say bastard anymore?
Is bastard not a thing no more? They
Like
can't
this-
say
It's like by calling somebody an actual bastard, like you mean it, like you don't take care of your kids.
not as a.
you know what though? Like textbook definition of bastard just mean that you was born out of
The
wedlock.
wedlock, right?
True.
Yeah,
So
so
we-
it's a lot
oh,
of bastards.
Nigga, I'm-
In the world, right? Yeah.
oh, I was about to say right here, right here. My mom and dad never married,
Shout out.
and yet here we are.
Shout out to my folks, you know what I'm saying, holding me down, you know what I'm saying? I got no bastards over here.
That got me feeling like the
Oh, you-
little kid over here.
Oh, that's why you grew up in a 2-parent household.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I did too, but it
No,
wasn't.
yeah, it just wasn't marriage.
Logic.
And I'm going to say this, you know what I'm saying? Around like 9, 10 years old, shit started getting different in this bitch.
Okay.
When your parents start hating each other, that shit sucks.
Oh, damn.
It's like, damn, you in beef, you in a war zone, nigga, all the time.
Oh,
It's
damn.
like, it's only peace when it's only one parent home. When they
Right.
both there, it's like tension in that bitch.
Nah, I grew up in a 2-parent household. It was straight.
You feel
You
me?
see, like when we grew up, we found out like whatever else was going on, but at the time, we ain't know shit.
You feel me?
Well, maybe because I was just younger, I wasn't paying attention. My sisters, my older sisters, probably was like, nah.
I ain't gonna hold you. When they told us they was getting a divorce, I was like, thank God. Like,
I think
Okay, you didn't
We've-
go the opposite way.
we've
right,
had
that-
enough. We've had enough.
it becomes a lot. It becomes a
Yeah.
lot.
I feel like a Huxtable kid over here. Like, like I don't have no. Like my parents, they thought I was an Oreo when I was in elementary school because I had my
No,
mom. My
Oreo.
mom was a lawyer. My dad was a PhD. Like
He's a
they thought that we was in the
Shit, I'm
suburbs and shit. Yeah, I'm old. I'm
Yeah,
old as
yeah.
hell.
And here I go.
Oreo, niggas don't even have that no
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
And I'm on the spectrum where y'all wouldn't believe my white mom was on food stamps. So that's when we got
And we believe that
yeah, I mean
story is-
well,
Believe that.
we'll get into
And you
it
was in
because-
Florida.
Shut,
And
don't do this.
you always gotta have that asterisk next to everything. Like you
I'm-
ain't from
I'm
Florida,
just
so-
saying there-
You a Florida white. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Hey, that's a crazy
No,
white
a
though.
Florida
Like,
white
of
is-
all.
That's what I'm saying. Your mom is a Florida
That's
white. You know?
crazy white.
See what I mean?
Okay, all right. No.
Now you-
That's what I think of when I think Florida white.
See what I mean? This is
Florida-
crazy. And this,
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about your. Did you have a driveway?
yes, I did have a
Yeah,
driveway.
so
I had a
we
driveway.
trailer
I had a
park.
driveway.
All right, we good.
I had a
We winning.
driveway.
We
No,
back winning.
That is
On the wheel.
it's crazy because I've leaned so much into the last couple weeks on stereotypes. But to me, this year, because of the administration that's in the office, boy, have stereotypes been like highlighted.
Yeah.
Like stereotypes between us as Black people. We saw that happen with SNAP
yeah.
benefits.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
seen also the Españols. All of them have been. I'm just
Wait,
saying.
didn't we? I thought we
I'm just-
already.
I'm just
didn't
saying,
we-
we-
Stop calling
apparently,
Españols.
you know what's crazy? I want to say that because we'll get into the first 100 days of the Trump administration. And when I bring the Españols up, there was two things that to me stuck
That's a
out.
crazy transition.
I'm saying this year it was one of two things that I saw, and maybe again because Florida, right? You had the Hispanics that leaned heavily into championing their vote for Trump,
Mhm.
and then you had the others that were like dealing with ICE.
Mhm.
And so what we saw is even our community be like, well, y'all voted for the nigga. So we don't really have the empathy that maybe we should. But we also saw the separation between all brown, like brown ain't, POC ain't brown, Black. Like there's a separation
Yeah,
there
I
too.
don't deal with that POC shit.
I'm not a fan of it either. I'm not a
'Cause
fan.
don't try to lump all people of color in together when like.
Everybody has individual struggle, individual
Well, it's
situations.
that too, but then even just being a Black American, like all these cultures have some semblance of anti-Blackness. Like
Yep.
Yeah.
it's prevalent. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Yeah.
Florida Cuban.
They don't
No,
fuck about
that's-
nothing that's
That's like white. That's like man. That's MAGA 2.0. That's
Right.
Period.
right. It-
Some Dominicans.
you,
Oh no, the
I know black.
Dominicans.
I know Black. I know Black.
I bet no black.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
black as hell, but they ain't black.
Yeah, that is a Sammy Sosa. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga Sammy Sosa went
Switched.
reverse. that boy reverse on niggas.
He turned his shooter inside out. like Sammy Sosa was on some shit.
I think for me that's what this year shined light on more than anything was it started separating so many of us, like not even by color but also by sexuality.
Yeah.
With they said, "Oh, pandemic over, no more pride flags going up." They said, "Oh, pandemic over, we don't care about Black lives anymore." Oh, pandemic over, women's rights, let's go ahead and take all of those away. I just feel like during the height of the pandemic, there was some sense of humanity.
It was.
Maybe because so many people lost their lives and things like that.
The thing
People
about it,
were helpful. People were like trying to help other people.
Well, not only that,
They lied.
hold on.
Help
Let's
people.
also get into the workers, the essential workers that now, because majority of black women having those positions,
Now-
we're now going to take away that from being professional degrees, which means you're not going to be able to get the money to even do these jobs anymore. Like this year, to me, has been the year where I was like, world peace, us uniting, anything, fuck it. We'll never see it in our lifetime. I don't
that's
give
the
a fuck.
thing. Like with the
Yeah.
pandemic, it's two sides of that, right? I think people in communities were trying to help each other, but all of that DEI, all of the flags, all of that stuff, like that's all corporate humanity. Like the people were trying to make a couple dollars. Like the whole world has stopped, and nobody was out spending money like that. Nobody, unless you was here in Atlanta buying hookah.
Straight.
But like, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like the world has stopped. People wasn't making money. But these companies know that if you're not making no money, who is the one customer base? Who's the one demographic you can run to appease to get some money to spend some money? Some niggas. You can try to throw niggas a bone. You can try to put BLM out there. You can try to act like you care about these things that we care about. Get a couple dollars, and now the time is over, and now we back to our regular.
I think my perspective on that is that with everybody having to sit down and people being at home, that everybody just figured out they was all a part of the same class all at once. So then you conflating a lot of different issues at once, but we all sitting down and we still. So you see something like a George Floyd happen, it's magnified by the fact that motherfuckers ain't in the rat race all day.
Right.
And then they start
Just sit and watch it.
The impact hit a little harder. And then TikTok growing in popularity gets to a point where people are everyday people and they relating to one another over this app that's not based on celebrity status or monetary value. So I think the big thing is like, yeah, you know, maybe from corporations, it was beneficial to like
act like
you
put on
fuck,
it. Yeah.
but I think also it's a pendulum thing too. The only way to swing that pendulum back from us realizing we're part in the same class is to separate us at every turn.
At every other turn.
Gender, race, the sexual orientation, all of these different things, especially like we get back to misogyny, we getting back heavy on that. And that's
patriarchy, we get into all of it.
Because the voice, the loudest voices were the most downtrodden people in society during the pandemic.
Right.
The swing back into the direction of like white supremacists and straight white men that was the MO. It's like, oh, we're losing our country and whoop, and we don't matter. Oh, the hardest thing to be as a white man right now. It's like, nigga, shut up.
That's the craziest shit they ever tried to play. Like the fact that they try to
play the victim is crazy.
Try to play the victim as a white person in general, but definitely a white man. Like,
yo, like niggas got a show called Mad Men where like your whole shit is
literally wipe all of like the history, black history, because we seen that that he took away, like you can't get into the park for free on Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, he just did that.
His birthday and all this.
But it's not only him. We have to talk about too just how many Republicans are like won votes in the last primaries, midterms, where even in Florida they took away critical race theory. You can't say gay in Florida. And there's certain other states, other red states that are following those. I think Texas may have also done it as well. And these are huge states when it comes to presidential elections. And so when you have pretty much, I think also he went into the Smithsonian and decided to take things that he was like, nope, I don't think this happened.
You niggas try to remove Jackie Robinson.
I think the bigger thing too is just the comfort, the largest voter base, which is white people. They're the majority of the country. But I think also he's a businessman. His biggest consumer base in the country is white people.
Yeah.
And they're going to spend their bread if they feel like everything is going in their favor. Like white people going like, you could just tell them like everything good, you back on top. But yo, this new Starbucks cup, look at this shit, and niggas is lining up. Like it's a lot of obedience that come with feeling superior.
Yeah,
and the consumer, like they just feverish consumers and shit. When niggas feel like the country is against us, that's when we start getting into boycotts. That's when we start getting in. They got to make sure that their biggest consumer base isn't in alignment with these boycotts. So
I will say we saw that happen with Target.
I was about to say that because
Target,
when black people was like, okay, well, fuck being at Target. I mean, it was a couple people still in there. You know what I'm saying? Like when that happened, sales dropped. Like,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they've lost
Yeah.
billions.
you see what I'm saying?
Every quarter.
yeah.
Every quarter it got ugly for Target to the point where their CEO had to be replaced, and like it was a mess over there, and it's still a mess over there.
It's gonna be a mess because the thing is like you don't realize what that is. It's like everything else. It's white flight. When black people start getting money and we stop going to Walmart and we now in Target, that make white people pivot and go to other places and shit like that too. But also it's like niggas gonna spend that bread if they got that
Why
bread.
y'all so well? Why are white people so scared of black people? Like, god damn.
I mean, it's
You gotta think about
like,
the
oh, I don't want to, or I gotta go somewhere, or I.
But it's also understanding that like the only way that they can see the world is the way they see the world, right? So it don't make sense to them that we wouldn't retaliate, right? But niggas really just at the end of the day want to be left alone.
Straight up.
that's it.
Much.
Like if you leave me the fuck alone,
It was not gonna
Like,
be no problem.
leave me out your thoughts, leave me out your conversations, leave me out your legislation, nigga.
But that's the
Put
thing.
my books back in the
Well, it's-
fucking
well,
dirt.
Well,
They
but
want to be in your
They have to be centered, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know what that's like.
here's the thing. Then I'd like to know y'all's thoughts because at the top of the year, however, we also saw a lot of our people of our culture kind of align during the inauguration. You had Snoop Dogg there. You had Nelly. We have Wayne that has heavily supported Trump for getting him off. We see Nicki Minaj was just as well at the United Nations speaking in support of Trump. What does it look like, however, though, for our big named people to align now, especially because politics has essentially become a part of pop culture? I've never in my life, and I don't know if it's just because I'm finally getting older, I've never seen politics be so taken in and discussed amongst everybody.
Yeah.
Like even the younger generation, our generation, the ones like it's now literally a talking point. That also makes things a little bit testy. But what are our thoughts about the black our community that are heavily supporting also Trump? Because he got 3 more years.
My thing is support who the fuck you want to support.
Okay.
If that's what you gonna do, then that's what you doing. Like, that's not affecting me just because I see you supporting them. Like, it's already happened. He's already there. Like,
Okay.
being upset that you supporting him, like, what is me gonna be upset at what you got going on gonna do anything for me? Like, he's already there. So I mean, I don't like I ain't saying like I go for the shit, but it's just like I'm not gonna let somebody else influence me, my thoughts, or like you get what I'm saying? It doesn't affect me. Like, that's you, that's your life. You deal with that. Like,
Interesting.
You dealing with that.
Okay.
I mean, we're all dealing with Trump,
I do
but
feel like we're all affected though.
I
You-
said we all affected
well,
by Trump,
it's
but I'm
just-
talking about them supporting it. It's just kind of like
Yeah, I think has to be a thing. Like, we probably the only community that feel like we have leadership and celebrity. Like, these niggas ain't our leaders.
There's not. Yeah, that's
These niggas are these niggas are tap dancers to all intents and purposes. They did her entertain. If you go take the bag from a man that you know is vehemently against your people, then you go against your people for the money. But it's about money for these niggas.
right.
yeah.
And like you said, he already in office. They probably don't feel like they doing nothing wrong because at the end of the day, they can deal with our backlash online as long as they pockets is lined.
Yeah, 'cause
And they'll let him trot them out because that gives the illusion that black people support Trump when they know the big consensus is that black people not fucking with it. And the polls say the same thing. But you trot some niggas out and then it look like compliance across the board.
Now,
Because that's what they try to deem our leaders.
that they be doing.
but it's
Yeah,
weird because
A lot
okay,
of shit.
Yeah.
cool, maybe celebrities shouldn't be made our leaders, but I want to get into what white people are making celebrities and now martyrs. And we saw Charlie Kirk, who was a 32-year-old white man that was talking on the internet, essentially.
He was a
And
podcast.
he was
essentially.
essentially he was a personality with opinions, and he's now become a martyr. He's now people speaking out against him have lost their jobs this year. I think that was one of the wildest moments of this year to
for sure.
to visibly witness, because there was there was all, I mean, literally visibly, we had to see it on film, but also just the aftermath of it and what happened.
Well, they try to convince us that he wasn't who he was. Like all the quotes that came out of all the shit that he said that was offensive to black people, gay people, whoever else, they try to convince us that, oh, you took it out of context. You took it out of context. The context don't make it no better. If you go back and you watch a full Charlie Kirk show, a full Charlie Kirk podcast, he's gonna say all kind of wild shit and try to
Yeah, the
justify
nigga's
it.
just a racist.
He's just a
misogynist,
racist. Like
bro.
there's no reason.
He's a white supremacist, bro. That's it.
And
That's
to
it.
make
And
that a
it's like-
martyr is crazy
First
in this
of all,
country.
You a white supremacist, you got killed by another white nigga. Like,
It didn't have nothing to do with us.
that's y'all business, bro.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I didn't know anything about this guy. And the reason why is because if he was talking about supporting Trump and bashing black people and all that, I don't really indulge in that type of shit.
The only time I saw him was on the Jubilee
Yeah,
roundtable.
the day he died, I got texts from a bunch of people that was like, "Who the fuck is Charlie Kirk?" Like that name didn't ring bells outside.
Not for us.
Yeah, I would say outside of the white conservative, Christian nationalist community.
Right.
They were tapped in, but nobody. Most of the other people, he wasn't a figure that you would see. He wasn't a Kai Cenat of racist white people.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. That
I
type
paid
of thing.
attention because that's the type of shit I pay.
And
Yeah.
I see. Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
like I look at niggas that has opposing views, but also like I be, what the fuck these?
What the
racists
fuck?
got
What the
to
fuck
say?
y'all on?
I wanted to ask.
I want to see what these racist niggas is talking about.
I wanted to ask you, do we have any black voices as strong in our community as Charlie Kirk's was?
No, yes and no, right?
Okay.
Yes, in the sense of it's who we deem that to be, and there's a multitude of black voices, right?
Yes.
It's
No,
a coalition.
because no, because he was supported by lobbyists. So Turning Point USA, they get money from Palantir. That's Israel money. So like basically, he getting backed by people that want to push that narrative and propaganda.
And they started that early.
They
He got
started it-
plucked when he was 18, 19
Yeah,
years
so
old.
so and the thing is like this is not the most educated person. It's a community college dropout.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's a narrative culture war. That's what they trying to win. I think anybody that want to understand like Charlie Kirk and like what he represented and how it affected politics, you should watch this video about FD Signifier.
Yep.
You watch that video by
Mhm.
FD Signifier and about Charlie Kirk and the cult of MAGA,
He breaks
you'll
it down.
understand everything about it. It's a 2-hour video, but it really do like give you all the insights you need.
Is
Because
it also just the way that though our community then receives or consumes information? Because why do we like if I think of the voices that are really loud in our community, I also feel like so many people are against their thoughts. So like you have the Candace Owens, you have the Dr. Umars, which to me is
yeah, but
tricky.
He's
You
a
have-
character.
thing-
They're
these are-
characters.
They're a caricature.
We don't have
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
we create
These are
caricatures.
amplified
Zero.
voices that we can put into certain boxes. Like Dr. Umar, for all intents and purposes, is a hotep nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Candace Owens is a coon. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
Right.
these are things that we comfortable with talking about. Radical thought for real. Like how you say like everywhere you go, you can't stop seeing my face.
Mm-hmm.
It's because like honestly, from what people say to me, is like this is a actual free thought and
Right.
radical thought,
Yeah.
right? But like for me to be on a Charlie Kirk type level, it would take like the back end like funding
And
somebody to funnel money into
Right.
it because it's bigger than just content and creating content. It's also about permeating or like being in certain spaces like
100%.
college campuses, right? If you have like a formulated debate mindset and you have your talking points set in stone, you concreting this, you got your counterpoints and everything, like this is a show for you.
Right.
And you going and talking to 18, 19-year-olds that haven't even fully established their thoughts yet, but their interest is being piqued by classes they're taking. So they're very passionate about it, but they're not well versed in like what their opinion is or how they really feel about it. Of course, he's gonna eat them alive in a debate, but these are also children. Anytime you see him debate any adults and anybody with any credentials,
chewed.
they wipe the floor with
Chewed up.
this nigga.
He has the dumb look on his face. Like he debated
Nigga had the third row gums. You ever seen that?
Third row gums is crazy.
You ever seen like that upper deck gums that niggas have when they have little teeth in there?
They didn't go way up here.
That one, you
Yeah.
can't trust people that look like that.
But to your point though, and like
You know what I'm
my good sister Jamel Hill talks about this shit a lot, and people always ask her this question, and she's been talking about this for years, that for whatever reason, there is this hesitancy to invest in black media.
Mm.
People will invest a lot of things for the black consumption, for black demographics, but black media is not one of them.
Because they don't want us to tell our own stories.
But not only that,
even-
let's
but
be
even
very
among-
clear. When we tell our own stories, like if we think about maybe there's a lack of wanting to hear from radical voices because if we again look at the bigger voices within our space, we have the Stephen A. Smiths, which is crazy caricature. Again, going back to Candace Owens, going to
But-
Dr. Umar, going to we platformed for years Charleston White. Like we have these.
But that's
the-
the problem though, is that the Charlie Kirk became a thing because a rich white man looked at him, noticed something, and said, "Hey, come here, I got something for you.
No.
We're gonna build
No,
this
no,
shit
no.
up." And a,
He got on because he doesn't like black people. and it's a lot of racists out here. And
Yeah.
they want to put it behind him like, yeah, you're racist. Tell the whole world that so are we.
But that's the thing, though. But a rich white man had to empower him to give him some bread to make it up. I guess my thing about it is, like, even without, present company non-glazing, like, all these niggas run around here got money. Like, I don't know what your business situation is, but, like, why wouldn't a nigga give Deante Kyle $100,000, $200,000 to help build his voice? Why wouldn't somebody come and give Lene $200,000, $300,000 and build her voice up? If you recognize these people have motion, you recognize these people are expressing thoughts that the community is taken to, why wouldn't Tyler Perry, why wouldn't Jay-Z, why wouldn't, Will Packer is doing his part to some degree, but, like, why aren't some of these people who have this bread and this opportunity wanting to invest in black media and build those voices up?
Because they benefit from the same politics that's against us.
Oh, there you go.
They benefit from right-wing politics. They're Republicans at the end of the day. They may be quiet Republicans.
Right.
That's quiet.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
It's like quiet luxury, right? Like, you don't see the brand name,
But it costs $5,000.
you know it costs a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So it may not say MAGA, but it's made.
But it's still,
But it's made.
yeah.
But it's
Tag-
made by
the
that.
tag on it is 100% MAGA cashmere on the back of the tag.
Like, the thing is like, if I'm rich, I want the same tax benefits. I want the same X, Y, and Z. Also, like, no matter how rich you are, you still are in bed with, like, billionaire corporations.
Exactly.
These niggas are the niggas that pay Charlie Kirks. If they pay a nigga like me, they could risk their connections, they could risk their business, they could sabotage money, and they never gonna play with their money.
And that's the problem. Like, I fell out with a homie during the first Trump campaign because, not even because, to your point, like, okay, if you're gonna, first off, I thought he was kind of a coward about it because he was one of them quiet magas who was like, oh, we having conversations, and he's like, you got to be careful of the people who gonna vote for Trump that's not gonna say they're gonna vote for Trump, and the whole time he's talking about himself.
Of course.
But
But
when it comes down to it, it's like, bro, at a certain point, you have to stop selling out for money. Especially if you, I understand people are in survival mode, and some people feel like I got to do what I got to do to make sure my family is taken care of.
And I think that's the hard part. We've quietly been in a recession for a few years now.
But some niggas ain't.
And this year but that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are in survival mode.
Everybody.
Which does exactly what it's supposed to do, which is what the government. It brings us into the individualism that a lot of us are. Like, it's kind of what we saw during when Kaepernick was taking a knee. There was football players that said, hey, I got a family to feed. I know this is a bigger picture here, but I ain't getting involved.
But I'm on
and it's kind of what we're seeing now. People really only care about themselves. I mean, and y'all know I'm talking about myself right now. I mean, and we're really...
And like, that's... everybody needs to be worried about themselves.
But they're not, because I want to go into also Super Bowl. Kendrick Lamar performed. It's funny because Deante was like, who won that again? Kendrick won. But what we saw was also the announcement of Bad Bunny being named the Super Bowl performer for 2026. And baby, that was probably one of the most ignorant moments and embarrassing moments of 2025 as a country.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because people were not even realizing that Puerto Rico was a part of the US of A. That they was mad at the Españols, okay?
But the thing is like...
Then they like, well, as an Espanol, I don't get offended by that. That doesn't.
Why did I not know you was?
Where you from?
Where are you from?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Double down. She's
look,
like,
she said,
PP.
I guess then.
Fuck.
Big P's, nigga.
Yeah.
When she said it, I didn't like get offended by it. Like, I didn't get offended.
Okay, so then I guess I want to know then your thoughts on during that moment of Bad Bunny being announced. What were your thoughts on just the outrage around it? Period.
Wepa.
Like, what? I'm talking about, first of all, I'm going to the game and I'm going to be Puerto Rican flagged out.
She said, I'm pushing P.
Yeah.
So that's my first initial thought. And then when I seen everybody talking about it, then I'm like, motherfuckers are dumb because Mexico is in the United States. Because they said, ICE is going to be at the game waiting for people
to what? Send them back to America?
No, dead ass.
California is 40% Hispanic.
But
like,
you also have to be... Go ahead.
One more thing, too, is because I mean, I don't like the fact that Puerto Rico is now a part of the United States. I don't like that shit. I don't like that. But I think that this is like a big moment for Puerto Rico. So it's like I was proud as well. But yeah, people mad though.
Yeah,
No, they-
niggas
they-
fuck with
Fuck
that
we
shit
bought.
though. Like niggas fuck with that shit.
They
though.
fuck with what shit? Puerto Rican bitches, I know. No, I mean, wait a second, because
I mean, yes,
what?
but I'm saying,
However,
but point being,
And if you
no,
want it,
but niggas was fucking with the fact that Bad Bunny got selected too. Niggas wasn't mad about
oh,
that.
we not mad.
no, we weren't mad.
But my thing is, the point I was gonna make.
50% of Mandii was mad.
Yo, chill. Chill. No. I liked it. I was like, I said I gotta start learning. You know, it's fine. I'm so bad. I done lived in the Bronx and Orlando. There's no reason why I don't know more Spanish. But I'm here for Bad Bunny doing the performance.
But they gonna be.
I love shit like that though, cause you just realize like how many people that support this nigga is idiots.
No, they're
Oh,
they're
yeah.
idiots.
It's literally like, can you even be upset with dumb people? There's no point.
To me, what I found interesting is not only the allegiance to Trump from just the idiot standpoint of it or the illiteracy of it all. I think it's interesting that he led heavily with Christian values. And we saw him literally tell everyone, yeah, I don't even think I'm going to heaven, y'all. Like, there's been very little
I kind of
movement
like,
there.
I love the like playing in a nigga face. Like, you know what I'm saying? He playing in their
He
face.
plays in their fa-
and it's like they're none the wiser.
From the very beginning, my analogy for Trump was like the nigga in the alley in a long trench coat that open that shit up.
Yeah.
They got a trench coat full of Rolexes. Like, yo, come get you a watch. Come get you a watch. I know you want something nice for your wife. Like, and people eat that shit up. I'm like, but that's, I guess, just a.
He's a real New Yorker though, like through and through, like the real white like he's like a white New Yorker, like
the white trash
yeah. But
from New York.
you got to think about this too though. If you know his history, every business that he's ever started and owned and operated
Failed.
went
They all.
Yeah, failed.
and so now the business of America is going bankrupt. And this is kind of like in a lot. This is what he do. He knows how to ruin a business, nigga. And the business of America is in the shitter.
But America is so like, they so on the dick of capitalism that you don't even have to really have the bread. You just have to fake like you got the bread. You just have to present the image of I'm rich, I'm successful, I'm white. What else you need to know?
Or
I'll
you
buy
actually
anything
do
you're
this-
selling after.
And here goes
Yeah, that's like that Danish. Y'all heard about that? The
What?
Danish, the nigga that was like acting like he was Danish royalty.
Oh,
He
what?
steal
got-
shorty out of all that bread.
yeah.
And she didn't do no background check on that. And they was like, you ain't do no background check because he was white. Because if you said he was Nigerian royalty, you would have been doing
You'd have been
all
all through the Google.
Oh no, them the
The,
number one. I'm checking the
well, the-
scams there.
Making it
Sorry.
niggas.
Yeah, but
checking
I'm
it.
saying,
Yeah. Nigeria?
first of all,
How you make your money?
if you royalty, nigga, why are you emailing me?
Right. If you got
That part.
email address,
That part.
Like,
That
Bro,
part.
you don't got niggas for this, bro.
yeah.
Probably, you know, coming to America type shit.
However, I want to bring in bring in the hypocrisy of it and lean it into pop culture a little bit,
Okay.
because we did also see the support from our community heavily and still for a billionaire for Diddy.
Oh, well, that's just niggas being. That's just
Yep.
niggas dick riding.
What's the difference?
Wait, you mean like?
I don't think overwhelming support, but like niggas do be on some like hotep, like
Bruh.
trying to take our black kings down. That nigga ain't no king.
No,
Yeah, like why
not.
why is that the best?
That nigga's not a
representation?
black king. That nigga is a rapist and a sex trafficker and a fuck nigga. And he be dancing in niggas' face.
See the dancing. He like to play in people's faces.
He be playing in niggas' face,
He be
bro.
playing
You know
in
what it is?
faces.
I don't. It's not all the way, but what I think one of the things is like sometimes like black people really don't give a fuck what somebody else did to somebody else.
Mm.
Like what you do to me. Like I like
Yeah.
your music. I fuck with you. I don't care what
I
you
don't care what you did to nobody
care
else.
what you
but-
did with nobody else. A lot of people feel like that. Like if it don't affect them, it just don't affect them. I think that that's fucked up, but that's just how certain people look at shit. They
And
But
that's like that's that individuality over community shit.
Mhm.
But also like, where your morals at, bro?
mm-hmm.
I'm not supporting a nigga that's a sex trafficker, bro.
For what?
I think
It ain't a
I think
slime
it's
ball
interesting
on
though,
that
because
shit.
for years we've known him to do bad business, right?
Right.
I mean, it's weird because not to put blame on the generation before us, but it was interesting to see all the things he did fucked up. Like I ain't never know he killed 9 people in that gym. Like when I saw that,
City College was a real.
when I saw the documentary, but it's the same thing, right? We knew that R. Kelly was out here pissing on bitches,
Right.
and he still was able to have a career after. Like we've known so many things that are, again, I guess making celebrities our leaders. We kind of just let them do it because what we want to be them. We aspire to make the wealth they do.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
But that's
the
biggest
ain't
problem.
That good. Like they're great songs, but they ain't that good.
So
no,
yeah,
I
but
agree.
you have-
I agree. They're not.
Yeah.
And also, this nigga Diddy, every time some people died, he came up.
What were y'all's thoughts of the documentary?
So I didn't get to watch the full documentary yet because I gotta be I want to be locked in. But I'm gonna be honest. Like what he went down for, he deserved. But I'd rather see him go down for killing Pop. God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
the
seen him
Now,
go
now my mama called me and was like, "Did Diddy really have something to do with Pac and Biggie's?" Mind you, she white. She calling me asking me about Pac and Biggie's death having something to do with Diddy.
That's
I
some
said,
real
"Mom,
white shit. Though.
that is crazy. Don't do that." I was like, "Mom, time to hang up." For me, I'll be honest. My thought of it, and this, I don't know, y'all probably not gonna like my thought because it was like, it was very hard for me to have empathy for everybody there, and it reminds me of the place that we're in right now in 2025. It seemed like as long as everybody got paid their money, they probably wouldn't have had anything to say. And so for me, the idea of becoming a victim only when you're done wrong, again, as long as someone gives you what you think you deserve or you're owed, you're okay with all the bullshit that goes on around you.
Yeah.
So what I saw was people turning a blind eye to him abusing Cassie. Allegedly, he shot someone in a room, and this nigga still decided to work on the album. A lot of people saw that
That
he was
was
drugging and
crazy.
no, it was nuts.
Yeah.
It was
And then
insane.
talking about some. I thought I hit
The gunshot button on the thing. Like we saw it, I was like, dog.
Bruh,
Like, come
no, and then the fact that he also
Also-
said, "I got drugged, woke up, and my ass was sore, but I still kept working on the album.
Yeah.
But I only got upset when my motherfucking check didn't clear."
Yo.
Now you got something to say to me.
not even
Capricorn was the
getting
same
your
way.
back door blown out
Bro,
was not enough.
would stop you from.
But
First of all-
not only that, all of this is happening with you, but you also are going to the strip club and becoming a male madam, to bring back bitches
Yo,
to the house.
This
And they
nigga said
drugging him.
They said this nigga put a hat on me to let them know that I am the bitch getter. And bring me the hoes because I got the bad boy hat on.
But
Like,
listen,
nigga,
yo,
what?
the other thing is like even 30 minutes into the documentary, they saying the nigga had drugged the girl, raped the
Yep.
girl, recorded it,
Yep.
and was
And
playing
was
the
playing
tape
it,
at vid-
bruh.
Other people.
was
Out
playing,
on parties.
playing the tapes at parties.
At
At
parties,
parties. At parties.
And first of all, if I walk into the party and it's porn or playing, I'm out.
Like, what are we
Yeah, it's
talking about?
crazy part.
What are we talking about?
Key ass niggas in here doing, bro? Why we acting like this isn't playing?
But can I and I talked about the idolization
And ain't nobody
of
was
criminals and
Right.
gangsters because allegedly this was something that Alpo did.
Yeah, and
So, like-
Alpo, and another thing, Alpo's a corny nigga for that. Too.
It's
Yeah.
corny.
It's corny.
It was bad. But I think that's
But niggas let you get away with
that
anything when you got money.
money,
That's the
or
sickest
for
shit.
a lot of those early days, he was an intern doing that.
Well,
So he allowed people access to the best parties.
I
He was a fucking party promoter.
I think not only money, I think power. I think a lot of times niggas get a lot of times, and this gonna sound so fucking crazy, but a lot of times niggas get scared when a nigga got power and a nigga got money. That's number one. Number two, a lot of niggas will basically do whatever the fuck if it's worth saving their family or
I think
getting
that's the
them-
thing.
Niggas-
Everyone has a price tag.
It's fucked
And so it's unfortunate, though, that we now have to toe with our human minds, the toe between having empathy for a victim, but also knowing that they were a part of the problem. As long as they were being paid, they were going to be quiet. And so it
Yeah,
sucks.
all your money got blood on it, bro.
Bro,
That nigga
all of
Diddy-
it.
Like I'm gonna tell you something about that nigga. That nigga had a keen eye for a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
He knew what
You
it
know how to
was.
spot one.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man,
Everybody around him was
if
that.
that nigga played with me like that, I would have been in prison still.
Let's be honest. Even the guy that
Got
had the
problem off
25%,
shit, though. Bro, come on.
a bad boy. Look,
First
look,
off,
With a bat,
with a
bitch,
bat-
you got killed.
You gotta do it.
Bruh.
Show me.
You
saying
telling
me with a
me
bat?
you gave me 25% of the company up front.
Oh yeah.
And once the company is hella successful, and
You
my
want it back?
25% is definitely in the millions.
Yeah.
Now you like, oh, I need the 25 back because I got something to do.
And let's
I'm
be
gonna say this though. I've been in certain situations to where it's like I had to make a decision based off of me being scared.
Right.
sure.
Like, now, do I want empathy from a motherfucker? No. But at the same time, I do feel like the person manipulated me, scared me into making a decision because I was fearful.
No, intimidation is a real thing, and it
Yeah.
happens to a lot of people in various type of circumstances. But to be clear about that 25%, not only did he give the nigga the 25% up front, the reason he did it is because he didn't want to
pay out.
the
Yeah,
families
he-
from
yeah,
state
he-
college. So the whole thing was slime from the very, very beginning.
That nigga's a slime ball.
It was slime from the top. So it's like, but
It was
But you gotta bring more than a bat.
a bat. That's what I'm
it
saying. A
was-
bat in the office, like that's not gonna get it done.
it was a good watch, but
I'd have slapped the shit out that nigga, and we've been rumbling in that office.
even as he was working and they were moving up the ladder, the fact that he said he walked into the office, and Diddy was getting head by somebody, and just pretty much wanted him to see that. Like, to me, there was just so many
That
ways.
nigga played a lot of my
Bro,
game.
a lot. But to me,
And
the
that's
fact
the
that
thing.
the fact that people were getting their checks, they turned a blind eye, and so it was really hard for me to watch and sit here and be like, oh, so as long as you kept getting this money, you probably wouldn't be in this dock right now.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So say somebody did step out and say something and nothing happened, then what?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, they stand up and be like, yo, like, this nigga's weird.
You leave, you get another job. To me, if you really have an issue morally with everything that's going on around you, mind you, to me, if you see a bitch getting raped, you see people getting drugged, you're going to get people and bring people to. You're an accomplice at this
No,
point.
you're an
And so to me, when shit hits the fan and Diddy's like, you're fired on some Trump shit, you're fired. Then, and now you want to have tears.
No,
I
like,
don't.
what is that person's, like, you're saying, like, the person sees some bullshit. Oh, you walk in on him getting hit. You're saying, like,
and there's no
"Hey, nigga,
consequence.
just
To me,
But that's the
to
thing,
me,
though.
if
what
if
is
there's
he supposed to do?"
if there's a price for you to be a bad person, I'm sorry. I don't have empathy when that person decides to stop paying you and now you're the victim. No, you partook in a lot of those things, and I think again that's what
Just
we're
like
seeing.
everything else.
That's what
just
we're
like
seeing
Trump.
right now in 2025. I think that there is a lot of people in this, like right now where we're at, where again people are out fending for themselves.
Mhm.
There's a lot of questionable ways in which people are showing up for a dollar, for a dime, for a look, for some power, for a promotion. That it's like, bro, when shit don't go your way, you don't get to come here and cry wolf and be the victim.
But it's the same thing white people do with Trump. It's like, okay, as long as he victimizing everybody else, it's cool. But hold on, what you mean?
Hold on, what do you mean it's affecting me now?
Now it's
But
affecting me.
that's what
Now
even
I'm fucked up. Like,
with
what's
Trump
going
people,
on?
people that love Trump that are MAGA down to their dirty draws, they're not MAGA because of what Trump is going to do for them. They're MAGA because what Trump is going to do to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. They're not there for like, help me make this cheaper, help me make this more affordable, help me with my health care.
Which
That's
is
not
stupid.
That's not the whole point. That he said, we're gonna kick out these Mexicans. Yeah, fuck them up.
Yeah, but like,
Get
how
the
who gonna run your farm, dumbass?
Right.
Right. You done lost the farm.
But they don't care about it.
I'll be honest, and not even trying to make this a hot take. I think it's interesting. I have friends. I have a lot of people that I know. We talk about farms. Who's gonna clean your house? Who's gonna do these jobs? There's a lot of Americans right now with no jobs that will not do those jobs. And I'm confused as to where we've gotten to the place where we want the money. We need the money. Rent's not going down. Even the fact that two adult households ain't really making way.
Yeah.
But yet there's still certain jobs that people aren't willing to do or
Well,
willing to take.
well, that's the other.
Why?
Historically,
Because of the
Slave-
stereotypes
it's
that we have.
slave
now.
job. So
Uh,
so they're okay with prisoners doing the job. They're okay with immigrants doing the job because it's slave labor to them. Working a farm, any type of agriculture where you gotta like sweat at your brow, if you're not doing it with a machine, that's slave labor.
But
That's what it has been
And the
historically.
crazy part about it is they've devalued the idea of work ethic.
And
While
think about it.
while
If I
also
clean
telling
your
you you have
house,
to work hard.
I'm the help.
Yeah, right.
And what has that been? That you're the lowest of the low. So some people
Yeah.
don't care about like
no, but
I clean them.
people care more about how they look than getting money, right?
100%.
And it's a fucked up, but it's a byproduct of this whole shit. And it's also a byproduct of us not being honest about the history of this country and trying to like cover it up.
But that's the hard part about where we're going. That's being removed from history as we speak.
Yeah.
As we're literally existing. So I don't know. It's interesting because we do have about, again, 3 more years, unfortunately, with the hot
That's
Cheeto.
not necessarily true.
Yeah, look, I mean, no.
The niggas waning, son.
Niggas check out every day, B.
Yeah, niggas die every day, B. Like, and I'm telling you, the shit not looking good. Like, you can see, because the thing is like, think about how demanding that job is, right?
Yeah.
It's very taxing on the mind because you got to have so many tabs open all the time.
Yeah,
If you already old and you already like in cognitive decline, that's gonna exacerbate that. That's what happened to Joe Biden. Like, it's just too stressful. That shit eats your brain.
And what's happening to the American people is that, like we talked about a minute, everybody is out here fending for. We're just trying to make it to the next day, pay your bills. And they just did a poll recently of people under 30 years old, and 28% of the respondents replied that they believe the political violence is okay in the right situation.
Oh.
And that's where we are in America, is that people, like, at a certain point, you can strip people of all this shit. At some point, you talking about earlier, the pendulum swings back the other way, and sometimes it's going to swing back in a way that you're not really ready for.
I think it's interesting because I don't know how many people have gotten to travel abroad this year, but I remember I was living in Singapore in 2016. Well, 2015, 2016. So when he was running for president, before he even got elected, and the rest of the world is laughing at us. The rest of the world thinks that this place is a fucking joke. Now, I do want to talk about it because we talked politically, but I also believe in what we're witnessing this year more than ever is the fact that we are amidst a technological revolution. And so I want to talk about AI. Well, I want to talk about, to me, that's what the conversation has leaned heavily into, because we've seen the decline and end of so many jobs that came about from the pandemic, but jobs that have also now been taken away because of technology advancements. We see AI coming about. I mean, I say it probably every episode, and y'all can make fun of me. ChatGPT is my husband. I know Deante is not here for that.
Here's the thing about it. ChatGPT can be your husband, but you're gonna end up on a Lifetime movie because your husband want to kill you, me, everybody else.
You think AI will kill us? By the way, shout out to super producer AK.
Thank you.
This is my
Don't
thing.
go too far and get like that little fucking robot shit.
Oh, I put my down payment
But
already.
let's just say this.
Neo, look.
Hold on.
I'm getting Neo.
Anything that the motherfuckers want to do to us, they can do it right now. Don't think just this AI shit.
Well, that's not my issue with AI. My issue with AI is
what is your issue?
Sources
Okay.
that it consumes. Not what it does.
It does make
in a way. In a way, I think any tool, if used properly, is beneficial, right?
Sure.
But I think if it comes at the cost of our drinking water, I'm not with it.
Then it's a wrap.
Comes to what?
At the cost of our drinking water.
Like,
that's the main resource that it uses is our drinking water, the pure water.
These data centers,
they're setting up data centers around big bodies of fresh water.
Billions
full the computer.
Yeah, billions of gallons of water, because these computers run all day long.
Wait, hold
Oh, you didn't know?
Look.
Yeah.
That is the dumbest shit.
Wait.
Because why?
Because the computer is computers. These data centers,
So what?
They have to cool it.
Okay, so what is the? So what? Now we finna be drinking AI water?
no.
We're not
The water's gonna be
We're not
dirty.
going to have water.
You're not gonna have.
Dang, so
Well,
what is?
so
What
then-
is the? What
well,
is the
anybody-
plan?
We're going to be out here drinking nasty ass Dasani.
No, the thing is that
fuck.
there is no plan.
Crunchy ass
The
water.
plan is to make money.
Yeah, that's it. That's
And
like,
so
get rich.
as they use more energy, they use more drinking water, and for whatever reason, the computers can't, like, there's no other soluble water. Like, it can't use salt water because that would destroy the structure of the computer.
Right.
So it needs the same water that we drink is the water it needs to cool its computers. The more we run out of water, the more of an impact it has on the environment. The higher your light bill is going to get. The higher your energy bill is going to get.
Y'all shit
All of
been
that.
higher?
Yes,
I mean,
because of data centers.
Yeah.
My shit been higher, and I ain't.
We are
No,
paying.
pay water bill, nigga.
Everything.
We're paying
Everything.
the cost. We pay the cost for
Other people
first
getting
of all, we lose
rich.
resources and we spend the money to provide the loss of our resources.
This is
Right.
That's
Because those same companies that build those data centers are only in those places because they're getting a kickback from the local government to be there.
I do feel like there will be a solution for this. There will be a solution. I mean, the same way if we think about what the automobile industry is, right? With the exhaust, now we have, we have hybrid cars and
so all these things are understood. We should be on solar power universally.
100%.
But the thing is that people in these big oil, big gas, they operate like cartels.
Yeah.
You got to understand, like, you want to know who really operate like a cartel?
Trump.
Plastic.
Oh.
People that are in plastic. People that are in water, like Nestle, they operate like cartels. So the thing is like, the nigga from Nestle said water isn't a human right. Actually, water isn't a human right.
Damn.
And they sell water.
But how is it not a human right and it's literally a part of our human function?
Well, and that's the thing I think too when we talk
These
about it from
operate
on a global scale. It's why we have Trump that's still trying to play nice with so many countries, because we're in need of so many natural resources from other countries that we don't create here.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Oh, y'all want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, y'all, this is where it gets a little rowdy. If we haven't already, we're gonna get into music and movies and all the things in our next episode. But I do want to round out with final thoughts on kind of
Chat GPT, nigga.
All the AI,
all the open source AI, any of that shit, nigga. Fuck all them niggas.
I actually plan to put a
Use
strap
your
on my Neo,
brain.
so I plan to actually fuck AI soon.
You gonna what?
I'm gonna put a strap on my Neo. I'm getting the robot. I'm sorry, y'all. I am here for the advancements happening. I know it's possible. People are ruining the country. Like, people are ruining the world. And now I had
hey, you don't have to make no.
So
here we go. I mean,
you heard it here first. Mandii is gonna mortgage our drinking water.
Whoa!
Nut.
No.
She's trying to get a nut, and you gonna have dirty water.
That's crazy. That is not.
That's what's gonna
happen. I support the AI Mandii OnlyFans. That
I did not say that was what was
free
coming.
For the first 90 days.
It's gonna be OnlyFans.
I'm gonna be managing this shit.
What you giving?
We're gonna have Neo gangbangs. I'm gonna put a VR headset on her. It's gonna be live.
I think
all the drinking water that's gonna be wasted in commission of this, we gonna be rich as shit though. So
it's all good.
We'll get our own water reserve. You know what I'm saying? We'll be good. We'll own water. You know what I'm saying? And Mandii will be getting slutted out by robots.
Oh my God! Shut up. I think for me it's, and I mean maybe
she's a woman of the future. You know,
clearly
think about this.
Can we not? But also, I mean, I think it's difficult again when we sit here and talk about all of the problems we're facing. I don't know. A part of me just feels like
it's bleak out here.
It gets a little knocked.
It's bleak out here.
Like, at some point, it's like it does get to a level where it's like, even with me, where I'm just like, damn. Why I care?
Yeah, right.
Why? But then after you calm down, he's like, okay, you should care about
I mean, there's reasons to care, but I just, well, dang. But I just can't care about, like, it's hard to care about everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's what this year has done for me more than anything. Like, I have to pick and choose. Like, there's just so much. I mean, clearly there's women's rights. Yeah. There's Black Lives Matter. There's our fucking what's the word with everything happening right now? Climate control. There's the growth of technology. There's people needing to eat. Like SNAP, like even when it came to like SNAP benefits being like it wasn't just of course our Black community, like they tried to make believe with all that bullshit.
And that's
AI.
Thing they use with AI is like
it's older. It's
bad stereotypes.
The AI is enforcing very bad stereotypes.
Well,
not gonna lie.
The creators and the people who operated are racist. So there you go.
I will say for me, AI did
being a fucking loser like that.
No, it was.
Imagine having one of the most technologically advanced supercomputers
to be a loser.
I'm gonna make Black people look bad with this.
Yeah.
Niggas are fucking losers.
No, literally.
And I hope the robot turn around and kill you.
We'll take
Niggas did billions of dollars of research and development just so they can call you nigger.
Yeah, like
in binary code. Like
that, bro.
Like, oh, you just said it. You don't need that.
I didn't get to say like 2025 for me, but 2025 made me like realize, number one, motherfuckers need to work for themselves. You gotta figure it out and get
Church
fucking bread.
Church.
Because like
I think that's an easy statement to make. I will say I think majority of people are workers.
No.
That's a fact.
Like, but
You're not.
but
not
to do
hearing
that, you
what
can't.
I'm saying though. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Like whatever it is, because
They can't.
people are losing their jobs.
I get that.
I know what you're saying, but you got to figure. What I'm saying is, it's too many ways out here to make money.
Sounds good. That's another thing that sounds good.
No, it is.
Well,
it's
but,
true.
but that's the thing.
good.
It's other ways you figure out how to make money, and you got to figure that out. And I'm not saying that everybody needs to do that, but I feel like that would be your best bet.
But if people could, they would. A lot of people. Let's be very clear. Like,
There's a lot of people that wouldn't.
between the fact that I don't know,
it takes too much work.
but it's not even.
But
just
that's
too much
where the
work,
scams
but
come in. That's where the easy route comes in. That's where the cutting corners comes in. Because people are doing that, but they're not.
But also these billionaires, guess what they're doing? They're making it harder to do that.
Yeah, they're making it harder
to do that.
Yeah.
So to me, the idea that just go out there and make money, start your own business, like I think that's probably the worst thing that we could just be telling people to do.
I didn't say start your own business.
But get your own money, go get money however you can.
That's the Dame Dashology.
If people could, they would.
That's
I think the fact too that in terms of when we go into what's being taken away from us, when we talk about the budgets in the Department of Education, when we talk about the budgets in the medical field, when we talk about like healthcare not being affordable for so many people, you also are at a place where people are not reaching above 6th grade reading levels. Mm-hmm. So when we talk about when they become adults, we're talking about illiteracy rates rising. We're talking about the fact that people are being misinformed. To me, even AI has done heavily that this year. The fact that I have to go under the comments or make sure AI is working to tell me that it's AI, like in terms of how we're all even gathering information. We're gathering it from our phones. We're not even watching the news anymore. We're going to the blogs. Yeah. And so, unfortunately, that's how we're consuming.
Why you had the blogs?
The blogs.
The blogs. Like, why with the hand? What was that? That was like the Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, oh, this nigga, yeah. Like, god damn.
you listen, you blog era job, okay?
I am.
And so I think the way that we even consume the information and how we're having to fact check what we're consuming, a lot of people they see it and they go with it. Facebook is that's all it is.
I think that there's a lot of people in this country, and everybody's gonna have the thing that matters to them.
And that's why
I feel like you advocate and work your spot, the spot that you care about.
Yeah.
And because one person caring about everything, being informed versus being an advocate is two different things. Mm-hmm. I'm informed of a lot of things. I advocate for certain things.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think even to your point, what you advocating for is like some form of independence outside of corporate control. Because you see what it is. Like the more people that lose jobs, the more jobs that AI take, and the tougher the administration gets
with funding.
What's classified.
They don't want you to make no money.
Yeah. Because they're trying to bring, like, the thing about AI and what is going to eventually happen is that you're going to have a bunch of niggas working for data centers in company towns, driving cars owned by the data center, living in housing subsidized by the
Big Brother.
It's go right back to the rail yard.
Sorry to bother you. That's what it's going to turn into. It's going to turn into sorry to bother you.
The thing is that I understand exactly what both of y'all are saying, because it's not easy to find out how to make your own money, but there needs to be some urgency towards figuring out what your spot is and how you can work your spot and figure out some sort of stream of income where you're not solely dependent on a company for your income, because they're never going to give you enough.
No.
So you have to figure out something for yourself. Also, I understand where you at, where it's like, look, entrepreneurship ain't easy. Also, finding a way to make money that's actually substantial, it ain't easy, you know?
And then when you do figure it out, right? Like we have so many people that monetized off TikTok and YouTube. Guess what they do? They push the goalposts. And now these companies are like, oh no, we're gonna push the goalposts. You need more views. You need more. Actually, now you have to pay us to even push your content. So you have to pay for ads. We're gonna lower the CPM per view. Like, so it sounds good, but in hindsight, these corporations that we're still expecting monetization from, they're gonna find a way.
Be a worker.
Goes back to why I said,
nigga, podcasting. We went from being able to have one podcast a week. Now niggas gotta drop 3, 4, 5.
Well,
have Patreon, do live shows.
About the stuff that is needed and people don't have, but it goes back to what you said. People don't want to do the slave work, but shit, we need somebody on that motherfucker farm, and motherfuckers is needed.
This is why I advocate. This is why I say I advocate for some certain things. I advocate for trades. If you got a skilled trade, a nigga can't take that away from you.
Yep, I agree.
Right.
And the thing is like we live in a certain era now where, to your point, like being a farmhand, it really ain't nothing to be ashamed of. It is actually a sign of independence. But the stigma of it being such a lower class job. Well, so is a trash man, but the trash man make more than the teacher. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, that's the part. Niggas have to decide at some point: do you want to be stable? Or do you want to be sexy?
And I
Niggas
think
wanna
that
be
that's
Niggas want to be
niggas
sexy.
want to be
but
sexy.
also like
Wanna
be
be
a
sexy.
sexy trash man, my nigga.
It be the
Work
sexiest
out.
trash. Yeah, you can. I don't
You
know
don't
what
wanna
the
be-
I
I
don't
ain't gonna
know
hold
what
you.
the protocol is, but I bet you could be a trash man and
Right.
be a viral content creator.
You can't
While
them
you-
arms. I know them arms is strong.
Yeah,
You picking up them bags.
them bags.
You picking up them bags. Let me see your arms go to work.
You could be on live, hanging off the side of the truck every
Ooh,
day.
hell yeah,
making
throwing that
content,
bag.
figuring out whatever it is. But
Listen.
ultimately, like,
got a fan over here.
What?
Get dirty, brother.
Listen, I love a
Dirt-
man in a uniform. Get dirty.
Get dirty.
Wear your little
subscribe,
uniform.
subscribe
No,
to
but-
Chat
Yeah,
GPT OnlyFans.
Shut the fuck up.
Hosted by Mandii and what's the nigga name?
Shut
Neo.
the-
Mandii and Neo. It's gonna be me in there with the VR
the
headset.
fact that nigga's
I'm
name
getting
is
all the
Neo,
footage.
The fact-
and like,
His name is Neo.
and Neo is already like a freak
Listen,
ass.
these niggas
like-
aren't low. Okay? The Apple has a bite taken out of it on your Mac for a reason. These niggas ain't low, son.
Bro, what? Where are you?
Niggas named Neo.
That was some real third eye shit.
The nigga
You
name
gotta
is
drop-
Neo,
You
son.
gotta drop a kufa
Who is Neo?
right now. Who got a kufa?
The lead of the Matrix. These niggas ain't low, son.
What's the bite of the apple meat?
The bite out the apple.
It was the
Come on.
beginning of industrial
Oh,
technological
all right.
revolution.
All
Garden of Eden.
You know what?
Spread of information. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing about the Garden of Eden.
But I do want to
Make
say
people
something
aware
to
of-
your point though, is that
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go too.
Look, no, it's okay.
That's just like
Oh, no.
I literally am one of those niggas. I
Hey,
go
hey,
red eyes
TJ,
on y'all. Really.
TJ, ISO that and put a kufi on his head, please.
Yeah. I will go goofy on this real quick. Because we was kings, nigga. Remember that.
But to your point though, I get that for a lot of people it is overwhelming to see so much shit going on and feeling like you have to care about everything, invest in everything. But it's like everybody has a part to play.
Yeah.
And so I would just want to encourage people to even if you are feeling overwhelmed, like don't feel like you have. It's not on you to solve every single ill.
Oh, I know.
It's,
Say this.
it's just about you to
I-
do your part that you know that you can do to contribute to the betterment.
Y'all-
Be net
Go
positive.
ahead.
Y'all don't understand.
in this life.
I get it. We all need to come together. We do.
That's real.
But y'all not understanding that, like, there's a lot of people out there that got their own shit going on. Like,
Oh, I know.
people are dying in
100%.
neighborhood.
It makes it hard to come together when you're trying to survive yourself.
And
Mhm.
yeah, so
And that's where we're at.
and so it's like when us as people, we over here dealing with this over there, it take a lot of energy, not including like the emotional, the physical. Like you got to go through a lot of shit. People got kids, people got marriages, people got sick parents.
The
like
individual lives
got
that people
shit.
lead
Yes,
are
like this-
heavy enough.
it's,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
it's like
And we
trying to-
supposed to use entertainment as escapism and then turn this shit
Yes.
into like
trauma.
nigga. Like
Yeah.
I hate this shit.
That's why I
Me
said I
too.
watch that shit. That's because I got other shit going.
And I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Like when you got problems with niggas and niggas is trying, you could put the phone down and get busy with niggas. Stop recording that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop recording. You don't gotta punch the racist out on camera. They gonna know what happened.
Mm.
And also, like, in fighting with niggas online, stop doing that. All right?
Stop doing it.
Stop doing that, bro.
Yeah, I don't
Why
fight
you
with
beef
nobody
with a
online.
nigga online for,
Yeah.
bro? DM the nigga,
I-
drop the low, get it shaking.
I know that's right. Deante, do that.
Who doing it?
No, I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm saying I'm not fucking doing.
You know, we just have opinions. Anyways, guys, this was part 1. Make sure you tune in Friday, part 2. We're lightening the mood, y'all. We are talking.
No, we not. We,
Yeah,
No,
this was deep. This was
this
deep.
shit finna get
No,
woker. and
no,
shit.
wait.
Yeah.
We gonna be more woke with music, movies, film, television. That's what we about to get
Yeah.
woke with.
I'm finna break down the unseen scenes.
The reposado by
The
Yes.
This is crazy.
The unspoken decisions.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in
Unspoken
Friday part
decisions.
2.
That sounds like the hard spinoff.
It's gonna be JoJo, Ja, Deante, and myself. We are talking all things 2025 music, television, film, and I guess we're gonna make y'all think. Y'all really some thinkers in here. God damn, this is deep.
Now we can have fun.
Okay, let's have fun. We got the tequila going now.
Yeah.
So y'all again, stay tuned. If you want to see the full video, make sure you check out the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/with Mandii B. Also, if you want the ad-free version of the video and audio, head on over to Patreon. That's patreon.com/Selective Ignorance. And yeah, y'all getting 2 really good episodes today. And again, see y'all on Friday for part 2. Bye.